Welcome back. It's a Saturday evening, 6th of August 2022. 6th of August of 1945 has started the atomic era, but not in a peaceful way. As history has been written, this day in history was dropped the first atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima, and I believe a few days afterwards the second one was dropped on Nagasaki, and then afterwards the Japanese had surrendered, were the last ones to surrender during the Second World War. And all the atrocities of Nazis, fascists and other factions in the middle came to light, and this started a new era, a nuclear arms race, the Cold War. Because in 1949, Russia had succeeded to test their first nuclear weapon, and only in 1961 Russia made history as well. The first hydrogen bomb, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever tested and exploded. It had a yield of 40 megatons. Such a device like that could cancel, for example, Texas off the face of the earth. And ever since this conflict in Ukraine, the nuclear alert from both sides is pretty high. 24/7. They have these doomsday planes flying around with their nukes on board. The first ones took off a few months ago from Nauru Air Base from the United Kingdom to B-52s. Since the Cold War, they weren't called back into service, these doomsday flights. And very interesting how the superpowers approach this scenario of a nuclear war. Practically, there was a presidential protocol in case of attack from Russia. They won't retaliate by launching their missiles. It's a bit strange, but there is a protocol which exists. And obviously, some experts say there's the nuclear Pearl Harbor, various military bases in the United States. They have their planes parked there, exposed in case of a nuclear strike, destroyed. And how would it be a nuclear war? First, I would taken out all the military bases and all that stuff. They say they wouldn't hit civilian targets, but there are military bases which are near to cities, and therefore they will be involved in the inside explosion. Who says one that ever sees will do fair play in case of war if they have the advantage? While you're winning it, why don't you just take out the adversary for good? No? This will be more likely. And there are some other type of devices which they can use here in a nuclear war. It's possible to survive it, but depending on how many of these devices are going to be used. There are tactical, strategical devices. There are devices which are called EMPs. That practically, if one of those things drop, society as we know will go back to the Middle Ages, because that destroys any electrical circuit or anything which runs on electricity, despite if it was shielded in a certain way, protected. That's probably mostly military stuff. And there are a lot of films about nuclear wars, will be like the scenario. The day after the American one, and there was a film which was produced by the BBC. I don't remember the title. It was 1984. That was I think it was was it Bradford? I think so. It was filmed. If a bomb would have hit that, what it would be like, explosions, and how would be the scenario afterwards. But the thing is, can we trust politicians? There are people who want a war of any type, and they're not to be trusted because there are people of no common sense. All these people take humanity to the edge of destruction. Who knows?